everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. In this video, I am going to share 8 life-changing habits to help you and motivate you to achieve more. As the new year begins, if you're looking to set some goals, stick by them and work towards them, then here's your holy grail. Without further ado, let's get started. So before we dive into the actual habits, I wanted to share 3 important tips with all of you. Tip number 1, don't look too far ahead in the future. Sometimes we set up ourselves for failure by saying that I will do this for the next 1 year and then don't end up doing it at all. So don't set up unrealistic expectations from yourself. Set up small goals, take one day at a time and focus on completing those small tasks through the day and then build up consistently. So what I'm trying to say is set up small goals every single day, try to achieve and fulfill them in order to achieve bigger and larger milestones. Tip number 2, something which our generation fails at miserably, is focusing 100% on the thing at hand. We are always so distracted either by social media, just scrolling through like Instagram. Our attention span has reduced so much that whenever we are doing one thing, we always tend to context switch and move to the other thing and not complete the one thing that we have taken at hand. For example, if I am working out, I don't need to always put on my headphones and listen to music or podcast. When I'm working out, I will concentrate 100% on working out itself so that I can get maximum benefits from the task that I am doing. And tip number 3 is habit stacking, something that I swear by. Every time I have to incorporate a new habit in my routine, I will always stack it up with something that I've been doing previously. For example, if I want to incorporate meditation in my day-to-day routine, then I will stack it up with workout if I've been like regularly working out and immediately follow it up after a workout. And now let's jump on to the actual habits. These habits look and sound very simple to follow, but believe me, if you do it consistently, these are life-changing. Some of these habits I have been following religiously since a few years at this point, and I swear by those. Some of these habits are new habits which I have started incorporating very recently, and I'm already seeing the benefits of it, so I wanted to share these with all of you. Habit number 1 is have a proper sleep and waking up routine. It sounds very simple, very cliched, but believe me, as and when you grow older, you just understand the value behind it. I have been sleeping at like 10:30 since I don't even remember how many years at this point, and I also have a fixed wake up routine. I don't go very erratic on my sleep schedules. If you have a consistent sleep routine, then your body automatically sends those signals to your brain at that particular time and you have a better and peaceful sleep. Believe me on that. Also, when you wake up, you don't feel like I needed to sleep maybe like 5 minutes more. You are fresh, awake and ready for the day. One thing that I have been like religiously following is making your bed immediately when you wake up. It just prepares you for the day and sets the right tone to achieve those small things and get into a disciplined lifestyle. Habit number 2 is actually starting your day with a small prayer or gratefulness. I feel that our generation immediately goes on like social media, start scrolling, and social media is such a negative space that you end up consuming a lot of negative or unnecessary information. I personally feel that starting your day by just sitting down and having like 5 minutes of prayer or gratefulness for all the things that you're like grateful for in your life sets such a positive tone. Moving on to the next thing is making lists. I cannot rave enough about to-do lists. I swear by them. So every morning I would make a list of things, work as well as personal things, which I need to achieve through the day. And just by making those to-do lists gets me in the right spirit and right pace of what all I need to achieve through the day. It just prepares me for the day that is coming ahead. Also, one very very important thing is whenever I achieve something, I will check that off of the list, and that immediately gives me a sense of accomplishment, which is so enriching and just motivates you to push yourself to achieve everything on the list. I'll pop up a few lists that I make every single day. I write even the smaller things like cooking a meal or going for a workout, even though it is a part of my day-to-day life, but just checking those off of the list makes me feel very motivated and gives me that sense of accomplishment. Next up is focus on your physical health. Now that I'm in my 30s, I understand the value of it even more. I always had a very fixed routine in terms of like my meals. I will have my breakfast, lunch, my mid snack and my dinner at the exact same times through the day, but I have understood its value even more now that I'm getting older. Sometimes in our busy schedules, we totally forget to focus on our physical health and how important balanced diet is. Sometimes people go really crazy and follow diets which are not sustainable for your lifestyle, but I totally believe in sustainability, something that you can follow for like the rest of your life essentially. So I don't go on crazy diets. I think dieting is a very misunderstood word. So when I say have a balanced diet, I mean have everything in moderate portions and have healthy meals. Home cooked meals are the best. As we stay in the US, we have to cook ourselves, so sometimes we prepare these meal plans of like what do we need to do through the week. We get like groceries and then plan our meals ahead so that we are well prepared for our busy schedules as well. So something that you can follow. Also, please don't skip your meals. The repercussions of skipping your meals over time are so bad and you will regret that later. I'll also pop up a few images to give you some healthy meal options. So in case you're interested, check those out and try out a few recipes yourself. As I'm talking about meals, how can I not mention hydration and water intake? So I usually have 1.5 to 2 liters of water every single day. It might sound very stupid, but something which really helps me to keep a track of how much water I'm having and gives me that feedback that I need to drink more water is using such transparent bottles. This is a glass bottle, but you can get whatever you have. This is a glass bottle. I absolutely love it. I think I got it from Amazon, but I fill it up in the morning and I think I'll have 2.5 bottles every single day, and this just helps me to keep a track of how much water I'm having. Also, I know that there are a lot of sippers which are available out there in the market, which are those like large sippers which basically tell you how much water you have consumed through the day. Those are good as well, but it becomes a little inconvenient for me to carry it around, so I just like stick to these like normal bottles. As we're discussing physical health, how can I not mention physical workout? Doing any kind of physical activity for 30 minutes in one day, say 5 times a week, is good enough. I have been following this religiously for a lot of years now and I do see the benefits of it, but I have to repeat that consistency is the key. Don't hit the gym for like 5 days in a month and then vanish for like 25 days. You can pick any physical activity, may it be swimming, doing strength training, yoga, pilates, whatever suits you. Choose one and stick to it. Sometimes if you're getting bored of one particular physical activity, just mix and match, but try to stay active for at least 5 days in a week. Physical exercises release endorphins in our body, which are natural mood boosters and also stress relievers. We take so much stress through the day. Believe me when I say that your mood will be immediately uplifted when you work out. I know going to the gym or starting that physical activity itself is a task that a lot of people dread, but once you start seeing the benefits of it, I can guarantee that you won't leave it. Next habit is for your mental health, and that is having at least 10 minutes of silent time for yourself or doing a meditation. This has been on my list for a while now. I have been doing it on and off for the last 2 years, but I really wanted to incorporate meditation in my day-to-day routine and I've started doing that very recently, and I already feel so good, so relaxed and so relieved. As I mentioned before, I have been working out regularly for a while now. So in order to incorporate meditation in my routine, what I have started doing is after my cool down, I immediately start doing meditation in my gym itself, and that relaxes you further. For beginners, you can just start by sitting at one place for like 5 to 7 minutes and do a basic omkar for 10 to 15 times. As you become accustomed to that stillness, you can start more advanced practices like guided meditation. There are a bunch of meditation apps out there in the market. I will link the one that I use down below, but I also do a lot of breathing exercises by myself, which just further calms me down. Believe me, India's culture of yoga and meditation has so many benefits, not only physical but mental benefits as well, and I wish I would have started this sooner. Next up is read a book, maybe 5 pages every single day, or learn something new. I personally like a lot of self-help and motivational books, but you can choose any genre of your choice, may it be fictional, non-fictional, self-help and whatnot. There are so many good books out there in the market, and if you start reading only 5 pages every single day, it is going to bring a change in your life. It is going to change the perspectives in which you think or see the world, perceive the world. The second part to it is learning something new for maybe 15 to 20 minutes. You can learn a new language, you can learn a new skill. I think it just gives you a good stimulation to keep growing and learning every single day. And believe me, no knowledge goes to waste. Last but definitely not the least are affirmations. I feel that today we live in such a negative world filled with like social media and comparisons. Every single day we are consuming such negative content. Taking out that time to be positive and saying those affirmations makes a world of a difference. So every single night before going to bed, you can either write down the things that you're grateful for or what went well through the day. Something that also helps me is taking a moment to accept what you're feeling at that particular time. Just take a couple of minutes to accept that maybe you're feeling low or you're feeling negative, but then also count your blessings and write down all the positive things that are going on in your life. That just prepares you and pumps you to take on the world and take on the challenges that are thrown at you, and that just changes the perspective of looking at things and brings such a positive outlook towards life. And that's basically it for this video. I hope that this video helped you in some way or the other. Do let me know in the comments down below if there are certain habits that you follow religiously and that has helped you to achieve more or motivate you in your life. I would love to read those and incorporate them in my life as well. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel below. Follow me on my Instagram and I shall see you very soon in my next video. Until then, bye!